Welcome back to Marlborough Living. Today I'm at CrossFit Rail Trail with Coach Mike Burns, who's going to teach us some at-home exercises to do while you're waiting for the laundry. Mike?
All right, so the first one we're going to do is going to be called, you might hear it AMRAP, but there's a lot of technical jargon, but it's as many rounds and reps as possible in 7 minutes. We're going to do 6 thrusters. Don't worry, we'll show you what that is with any object you have, but for today, we're going to use a Tide bottle, 12 sit-ups, 24 lunges, and then of course 48 flutter kicks. Okay, so before we can really get into the thruster, we got to go over the most foundational movement that we do in life, and especially in working out, is the air squat. So I'm going to have Britt demonstrate just some key points that you want to keep in mind while you're doing the air squat. So she's going to keep her chest nice and tall in the beginning, just to really enforce that upright chest. She's going to bring her hands up to try to keep her chest up, her core locked down. She's going to squeeze her abs, squeeze her butt. You know, she's going to initiate the squat by sending her hips back and down, feeling those heels, and of course going as low as she can to the point you want to try to get the hip crease below the knee. However, if you lose that midline, so lose it a little bit, Britt, she can't even do it. She's got to go to air squat. So if she were to lose this, we'd have her bring it up a little bit. You don't want to go too far down to where you lose that midline in the beginning. We'll try to work to get you there. Okay, so now she's going to go ahead and do a couple of speed. She's going to feel those heels come up, squeeze that butt, and stand. Now this is going to be hugely important with the thruster, because now we're going to add another element to it. She's going to go ahead and just get in that rack position. Not going to actually have anything in her arms, but we're going to practice squatting down, again, if you can get hip crease below the knee, and then she's going to accelerate through her heels and squeeze that butt. And then at the very end, she's finally going to drive her hands up. If her hands go early, she's going to use all arms and not that energy she just created in the body. So again, we're going to have her go down at speed for you guys and come straight up and then go. Okay, so you can go ahead and grab that bottle real quick so you can see what it's like with an object in your hands. Again, this is a small object, guys, so if you're overhead mobility, Britt has great mobility, and we'll show what we're looking for when she goes overhead, but she's going to go ahead and squat down, keep that nice rack position with her arms, and then come overhead. Now, again, her hands are pretty close, and she's able to keep her core locked down. That's excellent. Now, if she were to lose this, as though her chest comes up and she loses that and her butt can't stay on, then get a bigger, wider object or a broom handle. That'll work as well. Or we can go ahead and we're going to show a kettlebell swing with the bottles. Again, she's going to hinge at her hip, nice big chest, keeping her eyes up. She's going to go ahead and send that butt back and down and then squeeze. Just go down a little bit. You don't need to use a whole lot of quads here. This is mainly hip driven. So sit back just like that and relax. Okay, that is the thruster. She's going to do 6 of those, or kettlebell swing, just doesn't have the overhead mobility. Now sit-ups. Believe it or not, there's actually tricks to sit-ups. The way we do it here, we don't do the military style, lock your hands behind your head, putting torque on the neck. So you're going to go ahead. We're going to use an ab mat for this. I get you guys probably don't have this at home. This is just here to help support her lumbar spine. You guys can get a towel, wrap it up, whatever. She's going to go ahead and sit with the fat part of the mat in her lower back. We call it the lumbar spine. She's going to go ahead and lay back. She's going to start with her shoulder blades touching the ground. She's choosing to do a butterfly style sit-up. These are both good to go. You can do chest to knees, or you can do butterfly style. She's going to go ahead and throw her hands, helping her, assisting her to get up. Again, to get full range of motion, a general thing we do here, if you cup your toes, you're pretty good. You've come all the way through, and you're getting that full range of motion we always want. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and do a couple of speed, throwing those hands, cupping those toes. Excellent, Britt, and relax. All right, so just show me, she's going to do a couple. Again, these are both good. This uses a little more hip flexor, but the standard here would be to try to get her chest to her knees. And she's going to do the exact same thing, throwing those hands and getting the chest to knees. Excellent, and relax. Thank you. All right, lunges. There is also tricks to these. So lunges, especially you guys are probably going to be like, I have bad knees. These hurt me a little bit. All right, if you do lunges correctly, if you think about the movement, they shouldn't be too bad in the knee. What we typically see with lunges is people might come out and the knee shoots over the toe. All right, you see how her knee's shooting over her toe here? That does put stress on the knee, and it will make these harder. All right, so we're going to actually have her stop back up here again, keeping her head and chest up nice and organized. She's going to take a good step out, trying to keep her vertical shin coming down if she can, touching the back, keeping that core nice and tight, keeping that head up. That's going to enable her to drive off that heel back into this direction. Okay, and then she's just going to switch. When this is done correctly, this does not put that much stress on the knee. Again, if you start to get a little tired and you start shooting that knee over, take that break. Even if you got bad knees, use that hand if you need to, all right? in the beginning to help get these reps, okay? All right, now my favorite, the flutter kick. We're gonna do 2 count, we said 48 flutter kicks, you're gonna do a count of 2, okay? So you're gonna go ahead, lay on the ground, she's gonna support herself by putting her hands underneath her butt. Again, she's gonna now tuck her chin up to get her midline nice and tight. She's gonna point those toes. I see a lot of people will bend their knees and break that position. Once you break that position, it makes this movement a lot harder. She's gonna go ahead and point those toes, tuck her chin up, look this way, and then give me a nice big kick. A little bigger and good, all right? She's gonna do 1, 2, and that'll be 1 rep. Do that for 48 reps. When you start to get tired, I start to see people break. So show me the little bicycle kick that people start to do. This is actually a lot harder. Take that second to get organized again, squeeze those quads, squeeze that butt, squeeze those abs, point those toes, and you'll get a lot more out of it, and it'll be a lot easier, believe me, okay? All right, Brett, thanks. So now what you would do, that 1 round, you would do 6 thrusters or the swings, whatever you decided to do, 12 sit-ups, 24 lunges, and then 48 flutter kicks. That would be 1 round, okay? You set a clock for 7 minutes, and you try to get as many rounds as you can. And partial rounds count, so keep track of everything. We'll say she ended up with 6 rounds plus 12 sit-ups, that would be 6 plus 18, okay? If your time's a little short, you can cut that down. You can pretty much make it to your needs. 7 minutes should be plenty long enough. You don't need to do longer than that, but I get maybe you only got 5 minutes, that's fine too. But all it is just efficiency in the movement, and then once you feel comfortable, get after it, move through it nice and fast, and you'll get a great workout.
All right, thank you, Mike.
Yep.